How you going, guys? It's Jaffer from Pinnacle Digital Services. I'm going to start a new um, video content where every couple of days I'll post a video about helping small businesses that are doing it tough, especially with the ongoing economy and the market. It's pretty tough, but it doesn't mean that you can't get work. The work is out there. It's just you have to be smart about how to get it. And we help businesses by doing exactly that. Today, I'll be covering a topic which is why most small businesses fail in the first 3 years. There's a combination of a couple of things. I'll be just touching base on each one. So, for example, lack of customers and consistent leads. That means you're not getting enough work because you're not putting enough effort into the business. You might be doing it on the side because it's not generating enough income. So in order to keep afloat in your business, you have to find avenues in order to get new work. There is paid versions of getting work, and there's also organic ways of getting work. The other thing is poor marketing or no online presence. So you've just whacked a DIY logo just off Canva or Paint or whatever you use to generate the logo or the business card or any graphics work, and you haven't put enough effort into showing it online and what you're capable of. Another thing is you rely only on word of mouth. Look, word of mouth is good. It definitely gets a lot of work, but you can't just solely rely on that. You need to do ads. You need to find outreach on how to get more customers, whether it's from Facebook marketplace or from posting in community groups that also can get you some of the work. But ultimately, paid ads is where you get most of the work. And not just doing ads, you actually have to have content that's actually decent for people to like and engage with. If it's not decent, don't even bother dumping your money on something that doesn't bring you any work. Another reason is poor cash flow management. So not knowing how to invest your money. You're getting money from clients, but you throw it on stuff that doesn't bring you back money. So you're spending on clothing or whatever you do, your hobbies and everything. And there's nothing wrong with doing it, but you just have to be smart on how you spend it. And you have to reinvest some of that money into growing your business again and again. Okay, so it's a constant cycle of getting money, spending money. If you're not spending money, you're not making money. That's as simple as that. So another reason is pricing services too low to compete. So you want to get the work, but you're going too low. So you're trying to get as much work, but it's not even worth your time. Okay, you have to be reasonable. You don't have to be super cheap. I know there is people that are cheap, but you have to make clear to customers you're charging that price because you want to provide a decent quality work, and quality goes a long way in running a small business. So another reason is lack of clear business strategy. So you don't know how you're going to get your work. You don't know how you're going to approach people. You might be putting flyers. You might be putting business cards, giving it to people. Look, just leaving business cards everywhere around the place it's not going to get you work. Sometimes you have to show your face. You have to drop by houses and say, hey, listen, hey, I have a new business. Or I'm trying to grow my business and I'm looking for new clients to take on board, and that's a nice, easy way to get it. Not understanding your target market, so not knowing which businesses you should target. You don't know, look, if you see, for example, I'm just going to give you an example of a gardening business. If you see a house with overgrown grass, maybe they're the ones you need to target. You need to find the demand and supply. Simple as that. That's the easiest way to put it. So inconsistent effort and discipline. So look, let's say this week I'm doing 1 day, 2 days. Let's say if you're doing it as a side hustle, next week you don't feel like doing it, but you can't be doing that. You got to stay consistent and keep showing up and keep wanting more and more work. You have to be hungry in order to survive in this business, whatever type of business. And yeah, like not being disciplined and not putting enough effort. Not you're not putting money, you're not putting time to try to get new leads. That's a really big problem. And trying to do everything alone without systems. So you want to run the whole thing by yourself. It's not possible. You either, for example, doing the gardening yourself, you're doing the cleaning yourself, but you got to have someone actually who does the content creation, who does the video editing, who does the marketing for you, the advertising, the branding. Look, you pay that money, but it's an investment and that's going to come back to you. That's for sure. All right. No money is wasted unless you're really bad with managing your money and putting it in the wrong place. Maybe using people that are up to no par. They just have bad quality work. They don't have workmanship. They don't have pride in their work. If you have pride in your work, give it to someone who has pride in their work. And giving up too early when things get difficult. So that's saying, when the seasons are changing, for example, I'll keep referring to gardening because I have a gardening business that I run as well. So, you're giving up, for example, you're not getting enough leads, you're not going to get enough work. Maybe the season is changing. So maybe you actually need to look into doing landscaping work as a extra thing until things kick off again in terms of gardening and everything. So don't ever think you have to keep doing things the same way and keep doing it the same way. You have to try different ways. You have to ask for advice. Approach a digital marketing agency that their bread and butter is actually helping customers get more leads. All right, whether it's making a nice website for you that has a nice quote form, has all the services, the photos, the top photos of your business, the testimonials, connecting all the social media on one place, having the key differences between you and other people, maybe even showing your face on the business website. That helps to tell people you're not a scammer. You're actually a genuine person who's actually wanting to do business and become successful. And look, all these things, that's what we do in Pinnacle Digital Services. We don't just do the lead generation. We actually do from start to end. So you can come to us with the idea or we make it happen. We make your dream come true. All right. Your logo you're not happy with, or you don't even have one, for example. We do that. The branding, the business cards, the branding. So all the fonts and the colors and the theme of your business. We do the website. We do multiple pages or one page landing pages, which are great for small businesses that don't need multiple pages because it's just a waste of time jumping between different pages. We make really high quality content and high quality websites. And also we help with branding, marketing, content creation. We have a team of photographers, videographers who are ready to jump on any opportunity to help any business who is struggling, who is finding it hard to stand out from the crowd. That's the best way to put it. And we do workwear, the printing of flyers and all that, anything to do with graphics design works, running paid ads. Also we have tips and tricks how to get organic leads, because we have done it for our business and my other business, which is called Jaffer's Landscaping Gardening Service. Please give it a look. If you need any gardening landscaping needs, please do hit us up. And I do have another gym wear brand which is called Victory Wear. It's all about wearing clothing that has a purpose, not just like Gymshark or other businesses that just is a name. Look, they don't have a real story behind it. My gym brand is it's actually got a lot of meaning behind it. And look, I've been through a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to go into it, but I've gone past that point, and now, alhamdulillah, I'm thriving and I'm doing well. And now I want to grow by helping other people grow with me. I like to see people succeeding just like I do. What motivates me is seeing other businesses thriving. That helps me know that I'm doing the right thing, and money for me is not a big thing. If money is a secondary thing, helping people and actually getting them work is main goal, and helping them get off the ground. And if you have an existing business, we help you rebrand it if it's struggling. If you've done a lot of DIY, which is not a problem to start with, but eventually if you want to grow, you have to actually invest time and money and effort into actually making it look decent. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. All right, you could put that time doing something else. I don't know, maybe going working for someone. But obviously you want to work for yourself. That's why you have a business. So just go for it. Come to us for help. We'll do a free audit of your business. We'll tell you what are your problems, how we can help you, and we make a strategy for the future, for the next 5 years, how we can keep growing your business. We don't do short term, we do long term. We look at the bigger picture. We don't look like on the shorter side of things. We're not short sighted, we're long sighted. We want to make you the best in the market, and that's exactly what we do. And if we don't deliver on what we do, you have every right to ask us for money back, and we're more than happy to actually give back. If you need a nice website, we'll make the website first, and we ask you if you like it, you pay. If you don't like it, no, you don't have to pay 1 cent. We'll make sure you're happy before we get paid. That's our motto. I'll wrap it up with this note, and I'll just say one quote for this episode is, if you're not spending money, you're not making money. You want to grow, then you have to be serious about it. And I'll end it with this, and you guys have a good day, and I'll see you on the next episode of helping small businesses become the best and reaching their potential. Thank you guys. Have a good one. It's Jaffer. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.